What's up, everyone? I'm gonna be doing an unboxing from Game Handboards. It's a newer handboard company. Lately I've been seeing their posts and I really like how their boards look. I haven't been handboarding for a while, but just recently I started getting a few clips here and there and decided it was time for a new handboard. So I DM'd him for a board. Turns out he does custom graphics. Yeah, so I made a custom graphic really quick and sent it over to him. We'll see how it came out. Okay, finally got it open. Couldn't even find the seam, so I just cut it open at the end. I see a file. It's a nice file right here. Hopefully it didn't scratch up the graphic though. It was just chilling on the graphic side. Alright, I'll take it out like this first. Okay, so I got the board. Let me take everything out first and I'll go more in depth. Boom, wheels, trucks. Okay, looks like some loose hardware. Box is empty. So we got the sheet of grip here as well, engraved. It's pretty sick. So we got this bag of hardware, tools, some bushings, yeah. Oh, okay. So the trucks already have bushings, as you can see. So these are just extra bushings. I was wondering why there was only 2 in here. So that's cool. Alright, let me pop all these open. Starting off, the wheels. He actually threw these in for free, so thank you for that. Initially, I just bought the board and the trucks because I already have wheels, and I don't have trucks that fit this size board. I only have trucks, Genesis trucks that are 3 inches wide, and not a fan of rocking trucks that don't fit the board properly, whether it be too wide or too narrow. I always like it to be the same width or close to. So first, let's do the wheels. They feel nice, so we'll see how they are when I put them to use. Single bearing, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, so these are single bearing wheels. Okay. Oh, so had a screw that just dropped right now. Hopefully that's all it was. So here are the trucks. I just went with the plastic trucks because I needed to save a little bit of money for Christmas gifts for the family and all that. He makes metal trucks, the aluminum trucks. They actually look really nice. But this time around I just went with the plastic ones. These do look 3D printed. So they got nuts built into them already, so you don't have to worry about holding them when you're mounting them onto the board. It's got inverted kingpins. And I got the white bushings. We'll see. Oh yeah. Yeah, whenever I would watch his clips, it looks like they move pretty nicely, which I like. I don't like stiff trucks at all. So, what's up, dude? Say hi.
Hi.
Here we go again. Here's the board. It looks like twin kick to me. Not 100% sure. So I believe these are twin kicks. It looks like it to me. Whenever I see them in pictures and everything, I'm like, yeah, that there's no noticeable tail and nose. But there's a logo here on the top. The graphic got kind of messed up in the package, which, I mean, I'm not surprised. This has happened plenty of times with, you know, fingerboard companies and anyone who kind of like rushes the process. And from what I can tell, it looks like he packaged it up too quickly and didn't let it cure in time before putting it in the box, because some stuff stuck to it. It's gonna get shredded anyway. So here's the graphic. It's Makima from Chainsaw Man. So as you can see right here, they got a little messed up from the file that was in there. It was just on there like this, sticking to it, and it took some of the finish off. And then right here, it looks like pieces of the box got stuck to it, like ripped off. So there's still graphic under that, but yeah, that's just pieces of the box that got stuck to the finish. He is new, so I mean, with issues like this, I'm sure he's gonna improve on them or avoid them like this. This isn't something to improve on. This is just something to be prevented. And from my experience, this happens when the finish is too fresh. and you immediately package it up. Overall, you know, so far I'm happy with the unboxing, other than, you know, the little blemishes on here. It's no big deal, it's gonna get shredded up anyway. So I'm gonna set this up, make a little short edit, and get back to you guys on how it performs. So overall, considering that this company is still pretty new, I'm gonna rate this a solid 8 out of 10. And the wheels are actually pretty nice. I like how they feel. My table's pretty beat up, and there are parts on it where like it grips pretty nicely when you put a good amount of force on the board. Bearings are good. Not sure how long they're gonna last. Again, this was just the first session. There was an issue with this specific wheel getting pushed onto the hanger and getting stuck on it. I do have a washer on the inside, so I'm not exactly sure why it's only happening to this one. I'm not sure if it's the shape of the very end of the hanger or something else. But yeah, it kept getting pushed in and stuck, and it would stop rolling, and now I'd have to like pull it out and snap it back out of place. This did come with extra washers, so I might just add like 1 or 2 more in there if it fits, and hopefully that prevents that from happening. The trucks are nice and loose. I actually like that a lot. From my experience, I remember having really wobbly trucks, and it was pretty challenging but fun at the same time. And yeah, I just don't like tight trucks at all. It doesn't feel good and doesn't look good, especially when you're doing like crooked grinds or smiths or feebles. You know, it's nice seeing that pinch and feeling it as well. So tight trucks are a no-go for me, whether it be on handboards or fingerboards. Not sure what the bushings are made of exactly, but yeah, I like how they're nice and squishy and leave the trucks with a lot of play like that. The graphic quality is pretty nice. I didn't shred it too much yet, so I'm not sure how it's gonna wear down. Honestly, with how much handboarding I do, I'm pretty sure this is gonna take a long time for it to even start wearing down, unless I take it outside or something. Craftsmanship, it's pretty good. Could use some work on certain spots, but I mean, I'm not complaining. Just, you know, if he wanted to improve on his craftsmanship, there's definitely plenty of room for that. Things like this, like the edge of the graphic gets a little jagged right here. With the rounding, some parts are nice and rounded, and some parts are still like squared off. And then lastly, the mold. This has nothing to do with craftsmanship or issues or anything like that. Nothing is wrong with the mold. These days, I like to keep my tricks low and realistic. So, and with this session, I was trying a kickflip back nose blunt on the bench, and I just couldn't get that, you know, I couldn't get it to flip without it shooting up in the air just because of how high these kicks are. Every time I tried to do a low kickflip, I wouldn't actually pop it because it didn't make contact with the table because I was trying so hard to keep it low. And then when I actually would pop it, I would try and flick it as gently as I could, but it was still, it just kept shooting up in the air. So I did get a couple though, so it is possible, but I don't think it's something I'm gonna be able to get adjusted to, unfortunately. Still gonna keep using it though. I just don't think my tricks are gonna look the way I want them to with this board. So hopefully one day he'll find like an in-between, because yeah, his low mold is like really low, and then this one is, I wouldn't even say this one is like really high. Actually, I know a lot of handboarders actually prefer higher molds, but for me and the way I want my tricks to look, this is way too high. Again, this is not an issue or something wrong with the board. This is just me explaining my experience with it and with this mold specifically. So yeah, check them out, Game Handboards. Thank you again for making my custom. Came out really nice. And I actually ordered fingerboard size graphics of this to slap on my fingerboards for fun. So now I'm gonna have a matching fingerboard to go with this. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review of this handboard from Game Handboards. So as of right now, Reno from from Genesis Handboards is finalizing his mid mold. So as soon as he drops boards with that mold, I'm gonna buy one from him and do an unboxing. So stay tuned for that one. Until then, peace.